Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're well. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these movable and collapsible divs, and I've shown you guys this on a previous tutorial, but this is a little bit different, and the reason is because these are collapsible and also you can move them, and there's a sort of an effect or an animation below it um, to show where the placeholders are. And this is a lot more similar to the BBC website. As you can see, you've got these divs. They're a little bit larger than the example I showed you guys, but we can actually move them and actually place them in a particular spot. Okay, so we're going to be using jQuery to do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to jQuery.com, and this is an official jQuery website. And jQuery, just for those guys who aren't familiar, is basically a JavaScript library, making it easier for us to actually type code without having to type too much code. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is download a theme. So I've gone to the themes section. When I get to the themes section, I've got a section right here which says rollout themes. What I can do is I can actually change the color of my theme. So for example, this one, it's blue. So what I did was I clicked on gallery and I picked this one right here and downloaded my theme. Okay, so when you press download, you should end up with a zip file that looks like this, and a folder, once it's extracted, will look like this. In there you've got a CSS section. If you go inside the start, this is the CSS file, cascading style sheet. In there we've got images, and that works alongside with this CSS sheet. And we've also got a development bundle. In there there'll be demos and example code. We've also got our JavaScript jQuery files. So there's two files right here, and just keep them two in mind because we'll be referencing them later on. Okay, so going back to the jQuery website, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to demos and demonstration, going to click the sortable section and going to press this one right at the bottom, and this is an example of something I showed you guys. If we click on view sources, we can see the code that is present. So we're going to be using this code as a guide, just works better for both parties involved, makes it easier for me to explain, and the video will be a little bit shorter as well. So okay, the first thing I'm going to do is go into Dreamweaver. You guys may have a different HTML editor, that's not a problem. What I'm going to be doing is using Dreamweaver today. I'm going to click on manage site and then press new. Just because this is an example, I'm just going to call it example, and then I'm going to locate the file that we downloaded from the jQuery website, which was this one right here. I'm going to press select and I'm going to press OK. And hopefully this shouldn't take longer than a few minutes. And so make sure you guys comment, rate and subscribe. Check out my channel. I've been making a lot more videos lately. Okay, so I'm going to press done, and I'm now going to add a new a new HTML. So file, new HTML, and press create. At the moment we've got nothing, so I'm going to go into my code view. Now what we need to do is reference three files. The first file that we need to reference is the CSS file. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this at the moment. Just going to save it as test1 and press save. Okay, so like I was saying, we're going to be referencing three files. The first thing is the CSS style sheet that we downloaded. So I'm going to press this link button right here, browse, go into the CSS start section and jQuery. This is what the file I showed you guys earlier, and press OK and OK once again. So this is the link to the CSS that Dreamweaver has generated for us. Now what I need to do, I'm just going to be typing in a little bit of code. Now I'm going to be referencing the two jQuery files. So if I open up this collapsing folder, we're just going to be referencing them two at the moment. And so the first thing I need to do is type script using HTML tags. And then I need to select a type. The type is going to be JavaScript, and so it's text/JavaScript, and then the source. So pressing browse, I'm going to go into the JS file and the first one. I've selected the first one at the moment, and then I'm just going to close my HTML script tag officially in the proper method. I'm just going to copy Control C and Control V this twice, and then I'm just going to change the source file and I'm just going to source the second file, this time the custom one, and press OK. So now we're ready to type in some code. Okay, what I'm going to do, just to make it easy for both parties involved, like I said earlier on, is I'm going to use the code provided, and I'm going to try and explain a little bit in a second. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this script section all the way up to the style section. So this whole first top section I'm just going to copy, and I am going to then paste, and this is going to be pasted within the header tags. So I'm just going to paste this inside. So okay, so we've referenced our 3 files, and we've got a style sheet that is to do with the appearance, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a section. And this is the actual jQuery itself, and in here we've got, when this document is loaded, we've got 3 functions. So one is for the dot column is sortable, so that just means that it will be draggable. And then we've got this one right here, and also another one. And okay, actually we've got the 4th one, disable selection. So when you let go, it disables the selection. So okay, without going too deep into it, what I'm going to do at the moment is I'm just going to copy this from the first div all the way down to this right here. So I've missed out the first 2 divs, but I've copied over 3 divs, and I'm just going to explain that and put that inside the body tag. And I'm going to paste this right here. So okay, just to show you guys, I've got one div right here, and it's got the name of column. The class is column, and inside that div I have got a class which is portable. So there's one class that's portable, sorry, one div that's portable and 2 divs. So inside this super div which has got the column, there's 2 divs that are portable. So if you think about it, layers, so that is embedded, so a div has been embedded there. And inside each portable div we've got 2 other divs. This div is for the header, and this is for the content. So this has got feeds, and this has got the text inside. So if I go into the design view, you can see this is the feeds, and this is the content inside. Mind, the content could be anything from images to text and so on. Going back inside, show you guys, there's another one here, column, and in there's one div. So this is the second row for shopping, which has got one div, and inside there's one portable, portlet class, and there's another one for the 3rd one. So without me rambling on too much, I'm just going to hit the F12 key at the moment to show you guys that we've got our working div. We can collapse each one and also move them around. Remember, I selected the blue theme, that's why mine is blue at the moment. You guys can select a different theme. Going back inside the code, just to show you guys, dot column. So this class is applied to the dot column class. So everything that has got a class of dot column suddenly becomes movable and it becomes draggable. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe.